Vážení posluchači, vážení realitní makléři, ve spolupráci s REMAX Akademií jsme pro vás připravili demo verzi jednoho z nejlepších realitních školení na trhu Business by Design Tom Ferry.
Vychutejte si to.
Jdem na to.
Welcome back to session 3. Have you become an appointment setting machine? How many appointments did you book last week? We know again, whatever you focus on the most expands. Did you find yourself getting caught up in projects, getting organized, or did you push all that aside and simply focus on getting appointments? I hope it was the latter. Today, I want to make appointment setting even easier for you by showing you some simple strategies to generate even more referrals and ultimately create customers for life. Now, if you asked me, how do we do it? To me, the answer is very simple. If we want to generate more referrals and build long-standing relationships, customers for life, then we need to bring more value to the people we know than any other real estate professional today. You see, in every country around the world, consumers have options. There are portals they can go to. There is a real estate office on every corner in every city around the world. What we must do is become the trusted advisor, the trusted source, the person with the information they need staying top of mind, so if they or someone they know ever has any thoughts about buying or selling or renting a property, that you are top of mind. So the question is, how do we do that? So the first question is, what do we need to know about how the people in your database, your friends, your family, the people you know, what are they thinking about when it comes to real estate? I believe there's 3 stats that stand above all. The first, we know that the average person moves every 7 to 10 years. The average person moves every 7 to 10 years. Knowing that tells my mathematical mind that if I know 100 people and I take the worst case scenario every 10 years, that means that technically 10 of the 100 should be moving every year. Now, ask yourself this question. How many people do you have in your database? How many people are you in relationships with? How many people know you, know the company you work for, and know what you do for a living? How many people are you bringing value to? Well, if you're not converting 10% of your database, 10% of your customer base into a new transaction every year, it simply means you're not building a strong enough relationship or bringing them the value that they're looking for. Now, how do I know that statement to be true? There's a wonderful stat that's been around for a long time when consumers are asked the question, did you like your real estate professional? The good news is the answer is always yes. Now, of course, there's a few bad apples, but the vast majority of the customers say, I like the experience, she or he was terrific. Then they asked the backup question, would you use the agent again? And 89% of the customers surveyed said, yes, I would use my REMAX agent again. Here's where it gets interesting. The stat goes on to tell us that 7 to 10 years later, they find out that that same customer that liked you, that said they want to do business with you again, 89% said yes, but only 11% actually referred or used that same agent again. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, what happened? Did the agent leave the business? Did they just not reach out? Did they not think the way I think building my business by design? The answer is very simple. They didn't stay in good communication. They didn't build a great relationship, and they simply didn't bring them enough value to stay top of mind as the real estate expert in their life. Another interesting stat you should be aware of. Because today we can find real estate and real estate agents online through all of these portals around the world, a new interesting number is that now 80% of home buyers and sellers select the first agent they meet when they start the process. So my wife and I decide we're going to sell. The first agent we meet, 80% of the consumers go with that agent. It is frightening, my friends, the number of agents that simply don't commit to do what it takes to build a great referral business, to build customers for life. And I know you, sitting here with me now, have made the choice, made the commitment to do whatever it takes to be that trusted advisor for the people that you know, so you become the single source for referrals and questions about buying and selling. And because of your connection with REMAX agents all over the world, it doesn't matter if they want to buy or sell in your town, you can refer them to someone all over the world to make sure that their real estate needs are being satisfied. So let's talk about how to do it. So let's talk about what your goals should be with your database. Number one, you'll see in your notes, I would like you to begin adding 3 to 5 people every week that you're meeting into your database, whether that's a contact relationship management software, a CRM, Microsoft Outlook, Apple, your phone, I don't care, but we need to start adding these people into our database so we can begin to reach out, email, talk to, market to, build a relationship, and bring value. So in your notes, I want you to write down, I'm committed to adding 3 to 5 new people every week into my database. Remember, if you have 100 or 200 or 500 people in your database, every 10 years, people are moving. Every 10 years. So the more people I have in the database that I'm nurturing, bringing value to, have an established, trusted advisor relationship with, 10% of them I have an opportunity every year to do business with. So the bigger my database and the more value I bring, the more referrals I generate. So number one goal is every week, I want to be adding more great people. The person that cuts your hair, the owner of your favorite restaurant in town, right? Every person you meet, whether they are a for sale by owner or an open listing or a prospect who calls on one of your listings, but you don't have the exact property they're looking for. We want to add them into our database to build trust and build that relationship to become their real estate professional. So that's number one. Number two, in your notes, write down, we want to speak with every person in our database every 60 to 90 days. So in a perfect world, every person you would talk to every 2 months. The bigger your database becomes, it might be 4 times a year. But think about it. If I want to have a relationship with you, if I really want to be top of mind and your trusted advisor, I can send you emails, which I'm going to recommend. I'm going to say, let's send them a mailer and a personal note. I could go to their Facebook page and connect with them there. But if I don't ever get some one-on-one dialogue, do I really have a relationship? Can I really be their trusted advisor? Now, the reality is we know the answer is no. So we've got to get on the phone and speak to these people and bring them value and ask them questions and talk about their life and talk about their goals and the things they want to accomplish and answer the question about how's the market and what's going on with housing and be that trusted source. So in your mind, every person in your database gets a call every 60 to 90 days. Number 3, to stay top of mind, we're going to be sending emails, we're going to be sending mailers, like I mentioned, and connecting via social media. So that's going to be another one of our goals inside our monthly plan, which I'll be sharing in a minute. Number 4, in our goals, you want to begin to track all of your activities with your database. So at the end of the year, you can say, I sent this many emails, I sent this many mailers, I made this many calls.
Ahoj a díky, že jsi to doposlouchal až sem. Ve spolupráci s REMAX Akademií pro tebe máme připravených stovky vzdělávacích materiálů, díky kterým budeš nejlepší na trhu, utečeš konkurenci, budeš vydělávat násobně víc jak makléři z jiných sítí, takže pokud chceš být ten nejlepší, poslání jasné, přidej se k nám,
Přidej se k Remaxu,
přidej se k Deluxu. Čau.